social media.
Yeah. So what was the process like with like, because I'm sure one of the most common questions that people ask you is like, what was it like trying out for the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Oh man, the Jacksonville Jaguars situation. I would say it was a blend of nepotism and good networking on my part and athleticism. Because I had never played. I only played football 1 year my whole life, and that was my freshman year of high school.
Okay.
And it was DN, like it wasn't even wide receiver or tight end.
Were you trying out for wide receiver?
Tight end.
Okay. Okay.
So what happened was, I used to be very athletic. I'm probably still athletic. Like I haven't really tested it
No,
in a while.
you're athletic. You're athletic.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But back in the day, I used to be very extremely athletic, like jumping from the free throw line, like doing a lot of like head at the rim and stuff like when I jump. And I was able to be big, like 240, move and be that fast, and play basketball overseas. And overseas is a little bit different. Overseas, you're banging up your knees all day because you got 2 practices per day. It's not like in high school
Basketball
or
you're
college,
talking about, right?
one 3-hour practice and then film, weights. No, you're on the court minimum 4 to 5 hours, and it hurts, right? So I'm like, yeah, this is too much. Plus, I'm dealing with my sickle cell situation. I wasn't completely on top of it. I was progressing in that area, but I have connections with the NFL, like multiple connections. Like I have cousins that like 2-3 cousins play in the NFL. Family friends play in the NFL. Like a lot of stuff. So one of the friends of the family, who was a running back for the Tampa Bay Bucks, his name's Ernest Graham. He actually saw me. He was like, "Man, you're athletic, man. I think I can get you out there playing football." He was like, would you come back to the U.S.? I want to get you out there.
Playing at that point?
In Spain, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ernest was like, "Hey, listen, you come back, let's meet up." Met up. He didn't know how well I could catch because I could catch really well. That I'm an alley-oop guy. He's up the alley-oop, I catch it, dunk it, all that. So he was like, "I'm gonna get you a contract." and then he made a few calls, got in contact with the owner for the Jags. But I also knew the owner of the Jags through my high school AAU coach. So
Okay.
yeah, so it was like I had multiple connections with these people. So it was like they looked at my highlights and they was like, "Oh, this kid? Of course, yeah, we're gonna bring him in." But they didn't know how old I was. They thought I was like 21, 22. I was 24 at the time.
Okay.
And for somebody who had never played, being 24 in the NFL is almost like ancient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they want you at 21, 22. They don't want you at 24, 25.
Yeah, they want to develop you. Yeah.
There you go. And it was the Jacksonville Jaguars. It wasn't like it was the New England Patriots,
Right.
where I have to sit behind Gronkowski, where they know for sure I'm not going to play, and they know for sure the next guy. So they didn't want to invest in that aspect. They didn't want to develop me and put money into me. So I was like, okay, cool. It is what it is. But while I was practicing, I'm catching one-handed passes. I'm signing autographs. I have the big crowd going nuts. Right?
And you were huge, right? You tried out for tight end?
Yeah, tight end.
Okay. Were you like what did you weigh then, and how tall were you?
I'm 6'5.5" with shoes off. So 6'5.5". I was 240 pounds then.
So you were a pretty good size for a tight end at that point, right?
Oh yeah. And the thing is that I was 240 at that time, with area to put on a lot more weight, right? Because I was thinner up top than I was at the bottom. Like my ass, my legs, all that stuff was big, but my up top was a little bit. It could use some work. I was defining cut. I could have 15, 20 more pounds within that next year. But no, it is what it is. Like, it was a great situation. It was a great experience, for me, because I had never been in a professional setting like that, where these guys are pampered and they don't have to worry about it. They don't have to worry about anything. All they have to do is come in and put in effort. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to worry about, hey, what am I gonna eat today, or what about this today? Like, everything's taken care of. Like, you're just on autopilot until it's time to perform.
Yeah. Who was the quarterback? Was it Bortles at that point, or?
No, Bortles came. It was Gabbert, Blaine Gabbert.
Okay.
Blaine Gabbert, and I forget the other guy's name, but I remember Gabbert. And I think my first pass was from Gabbert. He threw, really